Alright, so welcome back. Hopefully all of you guys are having a fabulous day here today. Thought we'd have some fun, talk about this, and kind of go through this, as this is, again, Monoma's animations and everything we know about the character itself. Thought we'd go through it, get ready for his release, as he's almost here, potentially. Who knows? And we'll see exactly how that goes. But for now, I'm curious. Anybody here pulling? Are you guys skipping? What's the current thought process here? I don't see, like, in my comment section that much, like Stain level excitement for Tamaki. So I'm curious if it's Monoma or Tamaki, or is it Kendo and All Might, or is it Mirio and Endeavor? Who are you pulling for? What's the goal? I'm curious here. I'm actually genuinely curious. So let me know down below what you're going for. I'll be honest, I'm definitely going for Tamaki, 100%. I have to pull for all because of content, but the ones that I really want: Tamaki, All Might, Endeavor, like those three. Stay tuned if it happens, bro, but we'll see. We're waiting on that hill, but as always, new to the channel, like and subscribe. It helps out a ton. Comment down below, Mirko, be subscribed. We're gonna pick another giveaway winner tomorrow, so prepared, get ready. Yeah, let's hop into the video. So first things first, this was again Monoma's damage values and base kit. This again post does say reasonably weaker than Toga and All for One. First off, shout out to Huge Pollution for this, obviously cooking as always. What I will say to this, like one part over here, is just be aware it's gonna be buffed 100%. You see how characters release nowadays, bro. Whatever it was, I still think Urarok is a really good character. People say that she doesn't need to be nerfed at all. To each their own. There is, whatever Shinso was, Shinso's really good too. He is much more of a harder to play character, but bro, dude, nothing invigorates me more, nothing pisses me off more, let's use that word right now, than a Shinso double grabbing me, and then me getting out of that, and then him proceeding to double grab me again. That is the only thing, that is like the reason I almost quit Ultramol. Let's be honest here, bro. But as always, the characters are going to be really good, so, is it that we've seen a character that's like so bad we're just like, dude, buff him? Has that ever happened, like we're like so bad? I'm curious. Like, Kiriger was so buggy, we wanted him bugged free, right? I think some people are concerned about Monoma and Toga to be overtuned. I wanted to share his damage and down power values so you can get an estimate of his base kit. Before I start, I need to explain down power. All moves have a down power, and when the character takes 500 down power, where at the moves, they enter a hard knockdown state. For example, getting hit by an air melee twice by Kurogiri puts you in a hard knockdown. Pretty much, it's like Shigaraki's attack, let's say All for One. All for One's full power attack where he charges up his fist, hits you, it hits you for 500 down power. Your character downs at 500 down power, meaning it gets knocked back, where you have a reset and an invulnerability, and you can dodge and leave at that point. Every character has a different amount of down power. Every character attack, has a different amount of down power, which causes, the combos to be less and less. For example, Twice can deal you potentially 350 damage because of how his down power is structured. His alpha, after like 3 charges, causes down power. His beta, upon first inflict, causes down power. That's how down power works, alright? He has a 2-hit melee combo like Dabi and Shinso. I forgot to record them, but they are both kicks. His air melee is a kick as well. So his melee for 1 hits 40 damage, 100 down power. Now the second part of his melee, so like let's say Hawks has 3 parts of a melee. With his second part, it's 60 damage and 500 for hard knockdown. So Twice hits 1, 2, and then 3 causes a knockdown, but one of them is like 20 damage, then 40, then 60. So it ranks up to how much, right? In this case, it's you do 100 damage, then knockdown occurs, which it could be buffed, and it probably will be buffed. His air melee does 70 down damage and then 250 down power. His melees are actually stronger than his alpha damage. I still think he'll probably buff it if they were, right? If they were to buff any of the stuff here. Alpha. This move is a slap, a singular slap for each ammo. The second animation is simply when he ends the alpha attack, and the third animation is likely him copying an attack. So pretty much over here, this is the animation. Bro is just smacking away. Like, bro. Oh, no, dude. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, so that's him smacking, and then those are the animations that follow suit afterwards. Bro, technically this was also a move used in the anime, as he slapped him during season 5 using twin impact on him later, though I wouldn't exactly count on it. So that's pretty much the animation looks like. Probably similar to like, so I would say like he's throwing obviously objects, like Twice is like throwing his hand out like that. Who else is similar like that? Nobody else, right? All Might's clearly punching. There's other characters that have different abilities and such that look like, again, pretty different, but I would definitely say that it's like he's throwing knives, balls, something like that. I have no idea. Yeah, I have no idea. So let's just go with that, bro. So the down power is 85. So level 1 to 3 is 10 damage, 6 ammo, 1 reload, 5-second penalty reload, 6 to 12 damage, 7 ammo, 15 damage, 8 ammo. I'm gonna be real with you. That's what it is. It's Toga, right? Toga's knives. Toga's knives does like 10 to 20 damage per shot, depending on the level. It'll probably be like that, but again, if you're thinking the character's mid off of this video, don't think that. You saw how President Mike got buffed while in the files. This is like before the files even exist, right? As it's gonna take time until they actually, like, whatever they have to change, Who knows? So please just don't go off the numbers. I at least give you like a base idea of what to expect with it, right? If you just use the slaps, you can use slap 6 times before a knockdown. At max level, it's 15 damage, so if you consume nearly all your ammo, you can do a whopping 90 damage. That's assuming none of your attacks get interrupted. Basically, for damage, it's better to use 2 melees than his actual quirk skills. Of course, his alpha will copy, but still, his overall damage here is pretty bad. Again, we'll see, right? I'm not going to base it off of that just yet because, who was it? Dude, like one of the characters. Yeah, everyone was calling, it wasn't Hawks. It was somebody that, oh, Mike. Yeah, Mike was mid, then he got buffed. Araka was mid, she got buffed. As always, this is, again, before anything, so this is, like, really early, but this is the beta over here. So he thrusts and then proceeds to leap. Like, jump. Is that like a jump? Like, jump and then grab. That's what it looks like. He also uses a move in the anime where he's trying to grab, which, that's there. So initial knee hit. Oh, that's a knee hit. Hitting them with a knee and then grabbing them, yeah. So initial knee hit is 50 damage and then 10 down power. Beta dash is 100 down power. So there you go. That's actually because you can combo into that, right? 80 damage, 2 ammo, 5-second reload time, 6-second penalty reload time. Then goes to 84, 88, 92. Gives you another one. So you have a third of that, by the way. Ooh. And then no more after that, it looks like. But again, 8-second penalty. 96, 100, 104, 108, 112. 6-second penalty reload time. So there's that. The damage is pretty decent, though. Wonder how easy it is to actually hit both attacks. Best guess is something like All Might's beta, except it won't work in the air. The animation in the air doesn't seem to show the same exact movement, so you think more Assault Kirishima. Monoma seems to be lacking in vertical movement. It's also unsure how far away you will get blown after getting hit by this, but my guess is harder to combo from another move into this. The knee dash does 162 damage at max, and this is the highest damage move he has. I think it's fair game. Gamma. As for the Gamma, it does no damage at all, so it'll probably be a counter move of sorts, as it's something he did in the anime. So over here, he's like sidestepping and then putting his hand up, which, yeah, he did this in the anime against Bakugo, I'm pretty sure, right? So some sort of like a counter, right? And yeah, returns back the attack. So I wonder if it's like his reflect that we have in the game currently. Could be compresses reflect. We don't know the workings of this one, and the voice lines aren't helpful either, but it is a percentage-based move. It could probably be a counter similar to this. So overall, his damage doesn't seem that bad, does it? Doesn't seem that bad, does it? His most damaging combo and most realistic one is going to be alpha, 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 beta knee, beta dash. This cannot even guard break you as the damage comes out of 237. It's close, but not a guard break. I really don't see his kit being too busted. Combinations are a discussion for another day. I could make a post about this combos over here. I most wanted to see what you think about this, basically, right? What I will say is, I'm still always base it off of just waiting and seeing, because I doubt that it's going to be mid, and I always say that when it comes to things like this, they're always just early data, but for right now, he looks like a pretty cool character. So he has some sort of slap animation, something similar to, again, Toga. On the beta over there, it's some sort of dash knee hit, right? Like, when I thought of it, when I originally saw this, like, back then, because I saw this, like, a while ago, I thought that it was like similar to like Twice's thing, right? Where he combos into you and then just continues onwards with his like hits and everything. You saw how that like is a 2-time hit. It hits you in the initial and the back part of it. So in that case, it's like this, where he hits you and then follows up with it. So I could see that being easier to land actually. In my head, it looks like that. But maybe again by the animation, we don't know too much. But the counter, I wonder how that's gonna make a play in. I'll be very honest with you. Compresses counter isn't anything to like really be insane about. But if they improve off that's a day one character that's been there for a while. I'm curious on how they could take that mechanic and do it better. Like, imagine if it's compresses counter, but on top of that he has damage reduction. On top of that he's a stronger reflect. On top of that it absorbs something and turns it into like HP or hyper armor or something. Dude, there's so many cool ways to cook these characters up, and especially with what you've seen nowadays, right? Having like a press hold ability and a press ability. They've been sort of introducing some here and there new mechanics that are kind of cooler, if anything. When it comes to like strengthening and, you know, being a whole different part of the attack, one being a mobility part, one being a slash part, right? So there's different things they'd be doing, but this is kind of cool over here. If you're wondering about his finishing attack, we have that also. Big shout out to obviously both Zol and what is it? Yeah, pollution, huge pollution, right? For cooking these up, but looks pretty cool. Very, very Monoma-esque. I love how they chose Bakugo for this. it just fits, bro. About to finishing attack. Over here, finishing attack itself. That's what it looks like. But yeah, we have over here about to finish attack. So he's just like, you know, just letting him know that you got diff, bro. He's the main character. Finishing attack over here. Some of the lines, which I will not voice act right now. And you got this, bro. You know, this is all for you. You really are a tough one. Is crazy. All for your game. You were a real pain. Damn, Shinzo. Later, Kendo. Ouch. Pray on this. Oof, that's tough. How do you feel? Thanks for that. Just call me an opportunist. This is over here. This is when you get, you go over them in the character select screen. It's also his idle animation. So there's that. His character select animation, I'll include the voice lines. So he says, okay, my turn. Time to show what I got. Idle and lobby lines. Seems I've got to think of a plan to crush Class A. Preparation is a key to victory. This is the animation and entering the pregame lobby, if I recall. All right, bro, come on now. Voice line is, okay, we ready? Now I do the emotes over here. If you want to go ahead and see these again, here we go. Greeting emote. Over here, roger that. Looks pretty cool. You can see the Monoma style, bro. No can do over there. Clap your hands. He's clapping like Monoma would, bro. Whoa. That's your point right there. Or that's the point right there. Triumphant. Pretty cool. It's gonna be the best one to spam, dude. I already know it. We'll settle this today. And then the bow. The triumphant's gonna be crazy. I can already see it. We'll be gentle now. Over here again, pretty much that's what it is for the one and only, bro. Hey, someone, dude, they recognize game right there. Yo. Oh my god, of course, that's his triumphant animation. Yeah, someone's swagger, dude. Comments cooked. All right, but yeah, that's all I got for you here today. I just want to talk about this, show it to you so you guys are aware how Monoma looks, and he does look pretty good, so I'm excited, and I hope you are too.